Well, welcome back to Madam Cross New Horizons. I'm Day Dining. Shall we see what's going on our lovely island of Fawnhollow today? Of course, today being a weekend, we're going to be hopping over to Happy Home Paradise, seeing what sort of customization we'll be getting up to today. We have our final acre to actually complete in Happy Home Paradise. We have a one which I've been calling it the Dream Island this entire time. It's not. I mean, it's probably not the most descriptive thing. It's just kind of like it's an island with nice little like waterfalls and like bushes everywhere, and I call it the Dream one because it looks kind of dreamy, I suppose, but. If I remember rightly, that is the last acre we have to actually fulfill in Happy in Paradise, and hopefully we can find a customization fitting with that. Or if not, I'm going to force one there. So anyway, hello everyone. Right now in Fawnhollow, it's 5:18 PM on Saturday, April 23rd, 2022. Now for today's announcements, we have a visitor staying at the campsite. Of course, there's no visitor that we particularly need to welcome, so be it. Whoever it is, we'll say hi to, we'll check Crazy Red and see what he's selling today, and then we'll just go about our business doing Happy on Paradise customization. It's entirely possible that we might see that none of the customizations actually are like fitting for that acre, in which case this could be a good time for us to a birthday one from Phoebe. It could be a good time to actually do the cafe and the hospitals expansions or extensions. I don't really know what those entail. I think I thought at one point it was meant to like add a second floor or something to those buildings, but I feel like someone also told me that was not the case, but I honestly can't recall off the top of my head, so I apologise. You know, it's just a welcome surprise. Life's full of surprises, just as Audie said in that letter. Or like Rolf said from Ed, Edd and Eddy. Anyone remember that show? Life is like no, hold on. It wasn't about surprises. Life has many doors, Egg Boy. Now I think about it. This is Owl. He's a lazy villager whose hobby is exercise. I remember that for my tier list. Yeah, Ed, Edd and Eddy. That was a weird show, wasn't it? Had a pretty good like end of run time, end of everything sort of episode, if I recall, which I do remember watching. I think. Either I've just made it up in my head. That was a pretty cool, pretty fun show, pretty wild show. Early days of Cartoon Network, you know, with things like Dexter's Laboratory. What else was there? Conan Kids Next Door, Recess. Actually, that might have been Disney Channel now I think about it, but still. Powerpuff Girls. At least that's what it was on here in UK. Perhaps it's different in America. I don't really know how licensing works across the pond. I wanna fly. I wanna fly. A little bit of who sang that song? Britney Spears, I think. I wanna go. I don't really recall. Anyway, sorry. I'm talking about absolute nonsense. As per usual, you know. It's probably what you come to expect, I suppose, by watching these videos. Oh, I should make a prediction of who I think we're going to customize today. I think we are going to do... I can't even think of a video. Sherb's one. It's like a Dreamland theme park or something, if I recall. Could be a nice one to do, I don't know. Of course, none of these are the actual portraits we want. So Patricis will be angry at Crazy Red and then we'll leave. But it should be exciting, you know. We're doing one of the final, I suppose, customizations that we've got to do. Well, not got to do, but to actually fill up the entire acreage and Happy in Paradise. And then we can start actually doubling up on acres, you know, not free of charge, but like free of... Well, guilt's not really the right word. It's not like I feel guilty. Not filling up with previous acres, but, you know... The satisfying pattern has been satisfied. I may in the future go around moving the other people's customizations. I will say probably not likely to happen. Even if I do have more fitting acres for them to be in. That's probably something I'll do after I finish doing customizations for all the villages, seeing as there's 413 villages. That might take a while. So I can't imagine that's something I'll end up doing. Maybe one day if I'm bored I might give it a shot or something, but we'll see. But of course we'll have a chat with Lottie. Who we got? We got Hazel, we got Victoria, and probably others, but apparently we didn't see them on the island, so who really knows? Anyway, we'll hop to it. Who did I predicted Sherb, right? So, I mean, Sherb's one seems like it would fit rather well. It's a Dreamland amusement park, if I recall. And I remember it because it was one of the customizations I saw on the, whatchamacallit? What was that, like, portfolio site called in Happy in Paradise of the showcase, right? And I saw someone else's. It was really nice, from what I recall. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. We're going to see what everyone else wants. What do you want, Vic? Doria, cute yellow things. Harry, you want a messy place. I mean, there is a certain sort of delicious irony, I suppose, in putting you in what looks like the most fancy-looking location. With having such a messy, I suppose, interior. Place of Spring... Breakfast Springs end up in a field. That seems okay. Dreamy style full of pastel colours. Okay, you're like Meg or something? You seem to be the first in line. Museum filled with authentic art. Okay. Utopia Peaches. You're based off Sun Wukong. I think her name's Meg. The purple bear. Her seems like it could work. Pastel colours, dreamy landscape. We can make it sort of like a dreamscape. I think we'll see if anyone else has a more fitting customization. I believe this is, you want like a DJ club or something. Yeah. Tia. What do you want? You like to serve tea. A tea party could be an interesting one as well, but both sound like good ones. Okay, so we either do Tia or we do Megan's. Megan. Jake and Josh, anyone? Here I am busting out all the classic nostalgic TV show references. What show was that on? Was that a Disney? That might have been Disney Channel, I can't remember. I'm out on Nickelodeon. I honestly don't recall. Nowadays, it's been obviously years since I've seen any of those actual TV shows, but I still hold a fond place to them in my heart. And unsurprisingly, I feel like a lot of people on the internet do, amount they ended up being memed. Okay, so it's either Megan or we can do Tears. I'm not sure. But they both actually sound like quite fun ones to do. A tea party or a pastel coloured sort of paradise. I don't actually know what it's called, but still. We've got Deli over here. I think he just wants blue stuff, if I remember. Oh no, never mind, this is curry. Who the heck are you? Anchovy or something? Play instruments like a pro. We've done that quite a few times. On the cusp of danger. You want to feel like you're on the edge, the edge, the edge, the edge. I might do Tears one. I'm basically trying to picture him in my head right now, and I have a bit of a worry that Megan's one is meant to just be like a normal home, but with pastel colours, but rather than a sort of dreamscape. But Tears one we can make very sort of like refined, like heaven on earth, very elegant, like spring paradise, not spring paradise, but paradise area of like drinking tea and like refinement and stuff like that. Debauchery. I was going to say like debauchery, but you know, debauchery is obviously not what I want. So whatever the opposite of it is, which I guess is just taking the DE off of it. So yeah, I think we're going to roll with Tears, and we're going to try and go with like a white sort of marble-esque sort of theming with that spring sort of island, because it does look like a sort of like a rich, very, very fanciful place, you know, kind of like a Servi Day restaurant we're in right now. That's the sort of vibe we want for serving tea, I think. And plus tea is really cute. So, you know, you can't fault me for that, right? Well, I mean, I suppose you can, but it seems a bit of a random thing to actually fault me for, you know? Seems sort of just like, hey, you know? Why would you do something like that? I don't know, I'm trying to think of something to fill a conversation with. So I'm just trying to think. Maybe, we could actually do it from like an Alice in Wonderland sort of tea party perspective. Okay, we'll see what actual her customization furniture items even look like in the first place before we make. Can you just talk to her? Oh my word, what are you doing? Me, to see what her see what we can do with it. I have a feeling it's going to try and be like a cafe or like well, not really like a tea house, I suppose, but maybe like a cafe or a tea house sort of thing. And we're going to try and force it in a different direction if we can. We're going to try and make it a fancy dinner tea party, maybe Alice in Wonderland themed if we can swing it that way around, but we'll see. A perfect tea party palace. That looks perfect for the sort of vibe we want. So the final acre that we have to actually fill up. Just checking it's the final acre. Technically we would have filled it up already if we didn't have meringue and puddles and doubled up on 1 acre. But there we go, we have a filled up map. I wonder what happens when we start putting multiple villages on the map. Do they start shrinking the villager icons? No, they probably only display like 1 or 2 at a time. I was going to say, if we start like shrinking the villager icons to try and display all of them at once, what happens if you choose the same acre for all of them? You're like 400 tiny little villager icons, all crushed up into one tiny square. And you know, my brain obviously went, that doesn't make any sense, why would they do that? So we see your idyllic sort of paradise for your tea party. It is a dream come true, hopefully. And we'll, you know, do our best to actually make it a dream come true. So that's what we're going for. We're going for refinement. We're going with class. We're going with tea party. I will bust out my received pronunciation accent if I can as well. Not to be confused with a transatlantic accent, which I can't do a transatlantic accent, so you know, it's one of the ones I definitely want to do, because it's such a, like a, excuse me, I mean, the Joy-Cons I'm using right now, I apologise, these are ones with a lot of Joy-Con drift, so I'm going to be drifting all over the place. A transatlantic accent is definitely one of the ones I'd love to learn how to properly do. It seems like so fun. I know an accent is not like fun, is what you should be saying. Chatter might be an okay one, I'm not really sure. We'll leave it on chatter for now. Because it can be like a A bustling tea party. A party wall? Oh, okay. A lot less elegant. Okay, so this is the most elegant one. Stone tile, very elegant. Floral teas. That's not that was not what I expected. Ooh, it's even though it's retro, it kind of does look like a banquet hall, doesn't it? Like this. I think we can actually do better. I don't want to use pure white for the flooring, mainly because I know we're going to be using a lot of white furniture items in the first place. So I want to have something which, oh, we could make it look dreamy like this. No, we use this one so much. Let's do something different. I do want to use a non-white flooring because I feel like that would be give it a better contrast to basically what we're trying to do. This blue one's kind of cute, but it's too cutesy. Polka dot does not scream out like refined. Moroccan's okay. Not glad it's okay. I kind of like a retro one. Aquatile kind of looks like a bathroom, so I'm not really. Ooh, this is probably the best one. You know, we've clearly got. We're gonna have like a patient ward. What? We're gonna have a white wedding. Interesting. There's wedding party flooring, isn't there? Or am I making that up? That could be an interesting one to do. So we're gonna use white and probably light blue. I think is our main sort of whatchamacallits, colour thematics. So obviously there's a tea party, so the piece de resistance is the tables we use. So table or cloth? The ranch tea tables are one which you can actually stack together, like right adjacent to each other, can't you? Oh, this one does. Oh, it does have tablecloth. Okay. I think this is the one. Yeah, you can make like a huge tea party table, which I like, but I also don't like the fact that you can't make this pure white. Okay, so how should we set up this tea party? Let us entertain you. I think we kind of want it. Okay, we want the inside to basically be sort of like the banquet hall, and we want the outside to basically be the garden party. Is sort of vibes I'm going for. So we're probably actually going to use a lot of wedding furniture items, is my guess. So we want to give it a wide berth. I guess I'm just kind of annoyed that you can't. But actually, there might be another table which tessellates as well, which we might be able to put purely in white. Oh my god, the Joy-Con drift is insane in this one. So ranch tea table is the one we're using right now, right? And just well, we could use vintage if that fits better. Mildly. The alternative is we could use we could make it dark brown, so it'd just be like mahogany or something, darling. Yeah, I think I actually might give a bit of a nicer contrast, but the problem I have with it is mahogany is quite like red, and you might be like, what's the problem with that? And the problem with that is that's a very warm colour compared to the very sort of cool colours we've got going on elsewhere. Okay, this has a... Oh, no, that doesn't have a gap between them. But it doesn't really look like a table you could sit at the side of, so out the window you go. We could use wedding stuff inside. Okay, and then we can have a load of small... Okay, you know what? I changed my mind. We're gonna use a wedding furniture series. We unfortunately can't have blue as our backup colour. But we're gonna make it look fancy and just amazing, you know. I mean, amazing is a bit of a vague terminology. Oh, but we can't put snacks down on wedding tables, right? Okay, we need to find. And there's a table with a cloth on, right? So this one and these two. We're gonna use. It's almost a shame there isn't more different colorations we can use. Okay, so I guess we've changed our mind. White and gold is now going to be our main sort of vibe. Unless we can have some of them with light blue. Why don't we... Oh, we could use a wedding furniture series outside again, can't we? I don't know. I'm just sort of just being like, wow, we set a lot of different options. So of course, I think we want an actual... People want actual meals, probably. Or for indoors. So... we're going to have like actual seating arrangements for if you want the sit-down meal. See, my problem with this is it kind of feels like a wedding, doesn't it? Okay, I don't think I want these wedding tables the more I look at them. At least I feel... Oh, but if we do it like this does really feel like a dinner party, doesn't it? Ah, but that's really tempting as well. Okay, hold on. I think we get rid of these two. I mean, I suppose wedding parties are quite extravagant in their own right, aren't they? I'm trying to think where Tia's going to sit. So it does sort of fit the vibe of everything being very fancy, per se, but, I suppose a wedding chair. Or very rather matrimonial. Is at least rather fancy in its own right. I wonder if someone out there must have, not like someone, but some happy... One of the Happy Home Paradise customizations must be a wedding one, right? But Vanity Fair, no, maybe they wouldn't do that because you kind of already do the wedding customization with Reese and Cyrus. I know, the whole concept is I want this huge sort of dinner party, tea party, which Tia is throwing. I'm just trying to think where she's going to sit. She's obviously going to be the head of a table. Oh, you know what, mate? Why don't we put like we'll do our usual thing of putting a stage up here. We'll put the wooden things down and then have basically like an orchestra or something playing for a very fancy tea party. Oh, is it alphabetical? I was like, why can I not find anything? I'm losing my mind. I wonder if we want the white flooring. So something like this. Something like this. And then we need to get bust out some instruments. Yeah, my biggest problem with this stuff is that we can't use all the food recommended items which he has. So I'm actually starting to feel like maybe we should... Let's not do these wedding tables. Let's just do the normal cloth cover tables. Just to differentiate it from an actual wedding party. Ah, they don't tessellate. Is that annoying enough for me to not do this? It's not quite annoying enough for me to not do it like this. It looks empty like this right now, but that's because we haven't put stuff on it. Birthday table and stuff can go outside. What is that? Oh, interesting. A Lily record player. Okay, this stuff we'll put outside, because inside we're going to have an actual live entertainment from an... I don't know, hold on. This is where you go to Google Images and you try and get some inspiration. Fancy tea party. Hall? Fancy tea party in a hall? Because everyone's on their own separate tables here, rather than these big banquet tables. So I wonder if I should separate, not have them so crowded like this. You know, maybe it's like a... Yeah, okay, hold on. Give everyone a ton of room, like this. Could be an interesting sort of difference to how I usually do these sort of things. Because while the banquet was kind of nice, it's a bit boring, isn't it? I don't think we're gonna... Oh, you know what? Even better. Put this stuff away. And centre this stuff. And then give her a very fancy, instead of this seat, a very fancy one at the head of a table. And these are, like, the most elite of the guests. Something like this. I think we'll shift everything up once. yeah, I just kind of want to differentiate it from like the wedding customizations that we usually do. Okay, so well, not usually do, but you I certainly don't usually do them, but you do for Reese and Cyrus. So what's the fanciest chair we can give you? I guess we can give you a whole throne, but that seems a bit excessive, doesn't it? Also, it's not even one of the options here. Where's a throne? Am I losing my mind? There's a... Oh, maybe no, I've definitely made the golden throne. I didn't mean this one, but... I mean, I guess that works if we can make it white and blue. I would like a lighter blue, but that's not blue. I think we can do white and gold. Just because everything else is so gold as well, it feels like it makes the most sense. I'll have this as like a little shrine behind it dedicated to her or something. Okay, let's get some instruments out of here. To play the accompanying music. Obviously, you got to have a grand piano. Oh, we could have a wedding organ. That's so, like, over the top, but, it's a bit more compact for space, isn't it? Okay, what other sort of instruments do we want? Are these all the instruments we have? We have a harp, of course. What is it in the quartet? It's like clarinet, harp. I forget what the other one is. Clarinet, harp. It must be clarinet, harp, piano. Have I just made this up? Maybe this is not a thing. It's a thing in my mind, right? We could have someone singing, of course. In which case you probably wouldn't have an organ. Yeah, that's a fair point. You wouldn't have an organ. I think a grand piano feels quite fancy in its own right. And everything's very clean. Okay, so we'll just have these three. It'll just be a trio. A harpist, a pianist, and a singer. We're not going to give you an actual fancy chair. We're going to give you a tiny stool to sit on, which is an absolute nightmare, I suppose. No back support and everything, but it's how Tia lives. Not arcade seat. Oh, is that actual piano bench? Didn't realise that. Everything's so cleanly white. It's almost sickening. I'll bring it out from the side a bit more, just so it feels a bit more welcoming. Boxy stool? Something like this. It's a bit far away though from our heart, but you can extrapolate what's going on. Okay, I don't really know what we want as a sort of like centerpiece over here. Oh, we should put like a really fancy teapot here or something. This round cupboard has a lot of porcelain stuff in it. Could be quite nice. Not to put there, but to like put in the corners, you know, that sort of thing. Put along the side, being like, ooh, look at this fancy cutlery. Cutlery? Like dinnerwares. Could put these small ones around the place. I'm not really sure what's going to be on them, but we can figure out how later. Like bottles of wine. Hold on, Mr. Tea Party. Bottles of tea. Bottles of tea? I kind of want to put like a really fancy teapot, just on the table behind it, but that doesn't really make sense, I don't think. Okay, we'll do light blue. Oh, but everything's so gold. We've kind of transitioned to using gold as our secondary colour instead of light blue. Well, let's do both. I mean, look at Tia herself. She's white, gold, and blue. I guess we could just put a picture of Tia down. Here or something. It's being like, remember who threw this party for you. It kind of looks like she died though if we do that. Okay, now let's put a bouquet of flowers, I think. Like a really pretty flower arrangement. I don't want to make it seem like she's passed away or something. It's not quite the right vibes of what I'm trying to give off. Okay, so the things on the side can be like things you would add to tea. I mean, I wouldn't personally add sugar, but some people might. Sugar and spice and all things nice and chemical X. If you want to turn into a Powerpuff Girls, I suppose. Where's the... The wedding one. There's a wedding flower arrangement, which I think would be the prettiest one to put down. Oh, is it over here? If only we can customise this and not put their photo in it. That sounds a bit BM, doesn't it? Have I scrolled past it? Where is it? Okay, hold on. Let's do it alphabetically. It must be called, like, wedding. Oh, let's put a wedding cake. Doesn't have to look like a wedding cake. It's just, you know, the fanciest cake celebrations, the centerpiece of this party, which you can't even see behind the frame because, you know, tea is much more important. Let us... Okay, I'm just trying to think of things to go around the side. This is where we start putting, like, house plants and stuff in. Yeah, things like the cypress plants. We could put it in a blue container. That's interesting. I don't know. Is there gold or white? I mean, yellow's kind of a bit of a closer coloration, isn't it? I think we'll put them in yellow. I feel like I want some other stuff around the side. A cookie rug's an interesting idea. Actually, you know, putting like some sort of fancy rug down feels like a fair idea. Like a white rose. That's rather fancy, isn't it? This is the rose table. This can be the... Oh, you know what? I should have put the doily one down, shouldn't I? I think the doily one makes more sense. Yeah, the lacy rug. Does it make more sense to put the rug not with the tables or with the tables? I don't really know. That's a good question. I don't really know. I'm gonna put it underneath the tables for now, just to give them some sort of sense of like grouping. But I think it also looks fine outside of tables. Okay, I don't think I want to put more rugs down. I want to put more household objects down, which look rather fancy. Okay, so we want to put sugar, other things on the side, not salt. I mean, salt can looks like sugar, so I suppose that's not really the worst thing in the world. So if you want to put sugar in your tea for some reason, then you can do that. If you want to get some milk, I don't know if we have milk as an option. Certainly we want to put an afternoon tea set. Probably not here. Let's put. Actually, no, we can put this on the side because it's rather big. And then we'll put... We need to put, like, an actual physical object next to you. Okay, now this is where we go around distributing food. And tea. So a coffee cup, which we can make look like a tea mug. That's a tea mug without any milk, which is fair enough. Cream and sugar. Oh, you know what? We should definitely replace this with the wedding table. Biarcoas, I think I would probably fit a little bit better. Because we want to put two things on it. We want to put the tea and sugar. Sorry, no, the whatever and sugar. That's where you can get some light macaron snacks. I think we'll probably be reusing that on quite a lot. Cream and sugar. But I want it on a bit of a fancier tin than this. Yes, this floral one. I wonder how many different variations of tea we can put down before we start to run out. Some lovely frosted cookies. Over here, what are they having? Oh, none other than some cookies. And over here they're having some brown sugar muffins. Cupcakes. Carrot cake over here. What are we going to have over here? Oh, we're going to have... Well, sugar crepe's a bit much. A pear tart. And to actually make it feel less rigid, we can actually put down 3 things on each table rather than 4. 4 makes it seem very sort of formulaic, I think, but 3 at least makes it feel like it's, even if it's not actually, it makes it feel like it's a bit more scattered. I'm just trying to figure out, yeah, we'll do it like this. Put a few things against the wall. You want Well, you probably want more tea. Okay, so one of you is drinking from a mug, I guess. just a plain old mug. We should definitely put the big thing on its own. Because it feels like it takes up more real estate on the table. And then an iced lemon tea. Oh, I didn't even consider it. Oh no, we'll save that for the outside. Inside we'll have much more warm things. So, okay, we'll save our pies for outside as well. Then here we'll give you... I think we'll probably take this, pop it here. And we'll give you fruit cupcakes, why not? Something like that. Something fancy, delicious. As a party. I think that's probably fine for floral decorations. We don't really have a lot of room apart from this, so now we've got to start putting stuff on the wall to make it feel far more fancy. Oh look, it actually is a white rabbit for like Alice in Wonderland sort of thing. A party garland. Oh, it's a ceiling item. No, hold on. We're doing wall stuff first. So this is where we can put like a photo of Tia down. I think we'll probably... Oh, baby milk tea. That's cute. Will probably be the best place for it. I don't know if... Because then it's sort of just like, oh yeah, she owns this place. I do want some like fancy garlands or something, but it might be a little bit hard to come by. We could put these sconces down, floral sconces. Oh yeah, light blue. Put some of these down. Of course, we want it very well lit up in here, so we can always see what we're doing. What else do we want to put down? I do want to put those silk things down. You know the ones I'm talking about? They're like silk, well, not banners, but drapes. Well, not really drapes, I suppose, either. I suppose if we have a fancy clock. None of these feel fancy enough. We can put some of these wedding decorations down. These are... It's not like it has to be a wedding to put them down. We do stuff like this. We could actually put it down in each one. That might be a bit excessive, so let's not do that. These two can go up here, centered on Tia. And we're just basically putting them down while we haven't put the other stuff. Might need to move some of that stuff down, so some of this stuff around so it doesn't feel like it's totally blocking it. I don't know, that looks very strange now, doesn't it? That'll be fine. Okay. Oh, fancy paintings put down. Could be an interesting idea, but no. I think we're going to slowly run out of room. Unless this has a chic version. Not quite chic enough. What other things can I put down? Oh, I just thought of it. I think it's a ceiling item, isn't it? I believe, yeah, there we go, drapery. That's what I wanted. We'll do a light blue one. And where are we going to put them? Around here? That's rather fancy. I suppose it could sort of like signify the stage. Like this. I don't know if I want more over here or not. I might determine it's a bit excessive over here. It does certainly feel a bit over the top, doesn't it? Okay, we'll get rid of these ones. Replace them instead. We'll put down some lights, I think. Oh no, we'll put down a chandelier. If in doubt, how to make it fancy, put chandelier down. I think we'll do white. The blue one looks a bit plasticky, doesn't it? We'll put it... Is that centered on... That's not centered. Is that centered? It's really hard to tell. Or do we want it... I wanted it centered on this area, so that's fine, I think. We got the sconces already for light. I think we do want bright light. Probably. I think that's okay. I think that's okay. I don't think we want particularly... I mean, okay, we'll have a look, see if there's anything else hanging from the ceiling. Oh, we could put down some of these spiral chandeliers as well. It does look quite elegant. And it might help alleviate the sort of emptiness some of these areas have. Again, we'll do the classic rotation technique. I think it's okay. I'm kind of like, I feel like there's a lot of empty space, but I think that's okay in this situation. Mainly because if we put empty space here, it's gonna feel so cluttered, isn't it? It's gonna like immediately feel cluttered because you kind of want a bit of open space around here. It's meant to give a feeling of like a large fancy ballroom, I suppose. But anyway, we're going to polishing mode. Well, oh, that's not the right button. What's the button? That's the button. I don't know if we actually want to give a tea steam shine. Okay, well, we'll give a drinks steam shine, and we'll give everything else a fuzzly bubs. Just so it looks like, oh, you know, warm tea. Obviously, don't really want it as piping hot as we're making it, but... And we're also going to sort of polish things to the max because, you know, we want it over the top, apart from steam shine, because obviously we don't want it steaming to the max. It's probably a bit much, isn't it? Am I polishing the chair or the... I'm polishing the chair. No, not the table. There we go. That's polishing thing. It's a little bit finicky, but, you know, sometimes it just be like that. I don't think we'll polish the sugar. The sugar can stay as is. It's perfect. Just the way you are. Sometimes it's a bit difficult to tell if you're actually polishing the right thing or not. And honestly, the fuzzy bubs gets kind of lost because we're in such a bright environment in the first place. It's a bit difficult to see them. So it's making me wonder. I wonder if we should turn down the lights just a little bit. Like by using custom lights and... What? I didn't know you could actually interact with things while sitting down, but otherwise the fuzzy bubs especially are going to be lost then. So will the candle lights and stuff like that. So what else do we want to polish? I think we'll give butterflies to the flowers. Of course. Bit of flutter flap. What? I don't have enough room. I have to squeeze on through. Oh, we can't even jump off like that. I didn't know that. We can hop off. Are you serious? How am I meant to polish this if you won't let me slide in facing a wall? Come on. You know what? Work smarter, not harder. Bring the plants to you. We'll pop them here. We'll give you lots of little butterflies flying about. Because that's just how idyllic this place is. You have butterflies flying around in your flowerless plants, I suppose. I can't imagine there's much nectar there for them to enjoy. But it kind of looks heavenly, right? Doesn't it? Okay, let's try messing around with those lights. Also, do we want to stick with chatter as our soundscape? And I think the answer is yes. It's actually quite illuminated already like this. So if we give it a little bit of a blue light, it helps sort of solidify that blue theming we got going on, doesn't it? I think that's okay. I think we good. I think we good. I do want to give you a different outfit though, Tia, before we head on out. I don't want to give you a floral print for some reason, which is recommended for you. We can get a prom crown. Oh, we can give you the slip dress. Look how fancy that is. I'm not sure prom crown. I feel like a tiara makes more sense, doesn't it? Oh, what if we gave you one of those big sun hats? Those big old, like, I mean, we can give you like a sundress or something. I don't know if that's even an option, but you know what I'm talking about? The big old floppy hats. What are they called? don't see it. Oh, here we go. Yeah, that's an elegant hat. Or an elegant dress. I mean, I suppose if she was meant to be the maid, she was meant to be the one pouring the tea for everyone, but, you know, we've kind of turned into the lady of a house. Isn't elegant dress... Oh, we don't have a white... That's not very elegant, not gonna lie. A fancy party dress. Yes, I think that will do nicely. Glasses. A monocle. I do say that is rather fanciful of you. No, I think it's fine. And then we'll do outside like a fancy tea party. And we'll sort of sorry, lost my received pronunciation there. I think I lost it ages ago, but that's what we want. We want a fancy tea party outside, if at all possible. You get out of here. Can we customize this? We can, right? None of these are particularly fancy. So I guess I'll go Stonebridge. It's not really that fancy, but we'll do the usual mansion choice. This one I actually quite like because the house actually fits in the little nook and cranny that you give it. Aqua. I'll give you a white brick exterior. And a door. Oh, only but the fanciest of all doors. And a door decoration. Why would you blemish your perfect door with something as pitiful as that? Okay, outside. What do we want? We want a pizza cup ride. No, that's not a pizza cup. That's not a thing. A teacup ride. Party lights sounds like they're quite fun. So it's like a little archway where you can enter in. Oh no, we could use these as pseudo fences. Look at that. Not really vibing, I'm not gonna lie. Put all these bushes away. No, actually. Bring them back. Sprout them, that's it. Why are they all the same colour? Do we need to change season? Why are those ones not sprouted? Summer's fine. It's got a bit more of a bushy. I feel like early morning makes more sense. Or earlier in the morning. Oh, okay, get rid of some of the bushes. We'll keep one here just in case we need some about. We can have like a private little area over here. I think would be quite nice. Like a private sort of relaxation area. Oh no, this we can put the music coming out from over here. I guess green and white will have to be the coloration. We'll have... I don't know. I said we were going to use these tables outside, didn't I? These fancy tables on the side. Move some of these bushes out of the way. I'm not really sure where to put tables. So that's what I'm just trying to kind of figure out. I mean, this certainly has a nice sense of symmetry to it, but I'm not sure if that's exactly what we want. I think we should put a gazebo over here. I know that's one of the items. I always forget where it is and what it's called. So it does make it rather difficult to even find it again. I should just look up what it's called, and then I search alphabetically for it, but instead we're not going to do that. Instead we're just going to scroll through everything. I'm pretty sure it's not down here. I feel like I always think it's down here, but then I always scroll and it's not down here. A fountain could be interesting, but there's already water features over here, so that's probably a bit excessive at this point, isn't it? Valentine's statue's quite fun. Hold on, that's a counterfeit one. This is a real one. Remember, we want fancy. So what if we put this in the corner instead? Does this fit? Let's put one of the smaller statues then. A beautiful statue. Put this here. Like it's the main attraction of this area, I don't know. Looks like she's sort of staring at it. What if we put 2 down? For double the loudness. No. I think 1 will be fine. Perhaps we can put it somewhere else, like here. Perhaps 2 tables is fine. Or maybe we have, yeah, we use them at entranceway. Welcome you onto our island. In only the most spectacularly fashionable way. And we'll have these sort of tables by the side. No, tables like this. And then people mingling about elsewhere. 1, 2. 1, 2. No, it's still a bit close. 3. I think they should be, yeah, behind things like this. And then we'll move this stuff to the edges. I want another type of bush, to be honest. No, we should focus on plants afterwards. Let's get the stuff we actually want down first. Okay, what else? Plant partitions. This is certainly quite nice as well. We can use it as a fence, I suppose. I don't know. It's a bit of a weird shaped island, this, so it makes it a bit difficult to put things down exactly as I'm envisioned. Put this down in the corner here. Perhaps, mayhaps, a few more bushes out here, and then what do we have in this main central area? It's a good question. We certainly want these fancy pies out and about, and iced tea. So perhaps this is the pie table. This is a drinks table. I don't know what other sort of drinks we got, but apparently the recommended ones have run out. So maybe iced coffee, iced cafe latte. That kind of looks like a bit of an iced tea. Not really. Milkshake. Milk tea? I feel like it's better if we mix them up. Yeah. It's a bit boring having just the same thing, I suppose, on all of them. We should definitely put one of the pies by itself. It's certainly the largest. I think that's okay. I feel like we need some seating. Or some sort of fancy set pieces. Oh yeah, I wanted a gazebo, didn't I? I was a bit late for that. We don't really have room for a gazebo anymore, do we? No, come on. It's never too late to have a gazebo. That's what my mother used to always tell me. And I would always ask, what does that even mean? I never knew. Never found out. I have some cute flowers over here. Sort of welcome you in, perhaps. Move this bush out of the way. Perhaps move these down. Just 1 tick. Like that. Get rid of this bush. Something should go on the centerpiece here. Maybe it could be a gazebo. If I can just find where the heck they are. Okay, definitely not up here. So I must have scrolled past it. I don't really know where else it could be though. I always think it's in the scenery set. Keep your eyes peeled. Anything which even remotely looks like a gazebo in my mind is laser focused on. I hope I didn't pass it at this point, that would be very embarrassing. Maybe it is a lot lower than I thought it was. Where is it? It does not exist. The limit, it does not exist. Bit Mean Girls reference for you. I haven't actually seen Mean Girls, but I know that reference. We could put like a wedding bells out here. It's sort of like, oh, this is the tea bell. Once you drank a really good tea, you ring it. That doesn't make any sense. What am I saying? Kind of funny though. Conceptually, at least. I'll be at least until we find a gazebo. Where is this gazebo? How do I always never know where it is? I must have scrolled past it. I must be blind. A flashy flower sign's also nice if it has a white coloration. We can put it... We'll put it here because this side seems more empty, I think, at the moment. Yeah, I don't really want this bell, I'm going to be honest. We should probably put seating down, if anything. So I'm not even sure if I'm going to use a gazebo if I find it. Where is it? I must be blind. The mind's eye is very good at hiding things that when you can't see them anymore, huh? I feel like a bird bath actually seems pretty reasonable. It feels like something you'd see in a very fancy garden. Perhaps we can put it here to mirror the flower sign. Because, yeah, you know there's no seats outside. Everyone's standing up talking to each other. Okay, I'm going to find what it's called so I can search for it alphabetically. New Horizons Gazebo? It's just called gazebo, right? It's called gazebo. Okay, what's G? G-A... Where are you? What? Where is this? Oh, that's where it is. That's why I never find it. It's in this section. It's also huge. I don't want this anymore. It's utterly massive. We're going to use a wedding arch instead over here. We have to center it one way or another. We either center it with a bridge, or we don't. We're going to center it with a bridge. I'm looking at it. Looks a lot better centered on a bridge. Kind of. I feel like we shouldn't be using a... Maybe we just don't have anything here. We should not be using a symmetric design, despite the fact it's very symmetric right now. Oh, we can do that. That's probably a lot better, isn't it? I'll pop this over here to fill up that empty space. Do we want fences? Oh, we want plants and stuff. That's what we want. We want some bushes. Some other sort of white and pink ones. White plumeria. Something like this. Pop another down over here. Pop one down. Over here. Ah! Don't really know where to put it. There's not really a lot of space. Okay, you know what? Remove that one. Fix colour scheme, and then switch these two round. And I think we're good. I feel like I want to put the music player somewhere else. It seems silly, just in the corner there like that. When no one could even feasibly access it, but at least here, I mean here now is in front of a plant. Let's put it here then. And I think we're done with your customization tier. That's not the right one, but it's a nice one to sort of round up these acres that we got. We filled in now all however many acres there are, I always forget. Hey, so, I don't know, this is a milestone customization. What do you think of that tier? Just trying to think, is there anything else we need to add? I don't think so. I think we're good. We polished everything, we've done the soundscape. Done. And there we go, I'm going to have a sip of water. Where's my water bottle? Here it is. Stay hydrated, everyone. And again, of course, a benefit, no partitions, means that we'll actually be able to have a good old look at everything. Good old fancy tea party. Look at this dynamic shot. Whoa, through the chair. The throne is a bit over the top, certainly. Oh, at least she's sitting down on it. She knows exactly where she should be. And this is where I'm meant to be. A little bit of Hercules, anyone? Will you find your way? Can you go the distance? Ba-dum-dum-dum. Bum 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 bum. No, okay, hold on, that's the Me Shop channel. It's not the Wii Shop channel even. Was that the Me channel? Wait, is it Wii Shop or Me channel? Da 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 dun 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 da 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 dun 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 da da. I don't actually know which one it is. It's definitely one of them. I mean, everyone knows. Well, not everyone knows it, but it's rather well known because of how I suppose memeable it ends up being. I think we might do a personal camera shot, a handheld camera. I mean, over here. Whoa, little bit of a Dutch angle. Put a bit of angle on it, otherwise it's a bit boring. Hey, look over here. She looks so fed up. Okay, how could I not have that as a picture? I know she's meant to be relaxed, but she looks so incredibly done with me. Like, stop whistling for me. But there you go. That's quite a nice customization to round it all up. I wonder if Lottie's going to say anything. I don't think she will. I don't think there are any more milestones for us, so that'll sort of be it for us. Hello, Lottie. Thanks so much, dear. 20,000 pokey. Back in my pocket, nearly up to 200,000 again. Finished it today. I'm finished. I want a nice base, a nice customization to round up our customizations. I mean, I know we're doing one tomorrow, but still. Actually, maybe tomorrow's a time we should actually get around to doing the hospital and the cafe stuff. Unless I see a customization I'm really in love with. Oh yeah, that's what I was doing. I was waiting for a time where I'm just like, oh, I don't feel like doing any of these customizations right now. And then I was going to do the cafe or the hospital. I still don't know what the extension is, to be honest. Because if it's not another floor, then I don't really know what it could be. And I can't even remember what they wanted to add in the first place or what she requested, but oh well. We're going to round off this episode here. So if you have been watching, thank you very much. It's been Animal Crossing New Horizons, and I've been Dear Darling. Any likes, comments, subscription, shares are greatly appreciated. Join me Dear Darling Discord, follow me on Twitter down below. Hope we see each other again, but for now it's our farewell. So until next time, bye bye for now. I can actually get a new KK Slider song as well. Whoa.